because it was work, you know. And I think when you shut it off, then it was you were feeling good about it, you were feeling good about the day, and you were feeling good about each other's company.
Sorry everyone, we're at the 2-minute mark, so if one more question.
Real quick. Advice for Latina creators.
Okay.
I was gonna ask what about Latina too.
Oh, perfect. That's it.
What about what?
Advice for Latina creators. From Rosario.
Oh, great.
I'll take this now.
Yeah, Roberto, I thought I heard Roberto. Create. You know, like that's it. You know, I feel like, you know, when I first started in this industry, it took a long time for me to kind of recognize that I didn't have to have imposter syndrome. You know, it's what I was taught, and I remember talking to a friend of mine who said, you know, she goes, from your first project, Rosario, you need to claim that. If someone came up to me and asked me if I wanted to be in a movie, I would have said no. And she said, especially if it was kids. Like, I would have read that script and said no, and you said yes. And you've been saying yes this whole time. You need to own that and you need to claim that. You know, for me, I just kept, you know, for me, I'm like, I'm picking off people off the street to be in this like little film list and go nowhere. And someone from Juilliard is gonna replace me and the Apollo Hub's gonna yank me back into my place and I'm gonna get a real job. And it's almost 30 years now that I've been doing this. And, you know, and there's so many people who just are not handicapped with that. And it's time for us not to handicap ourselves. We've got enough things out there that are holding us back. And we shouldn't be the ones leading that charge. We really need to just be expressing and creating and adding our voices to the storytelling that exists out there, the narratives that need to shift and be more nuanced, and we have so much to offer, the magical realism and just like the poetry and just so much that this world needs and craves. And though the gatekeepers of power have kept us back and stifled us in so many ways, it's time for that to shift, and we have the access. I mean, you can make a film on your phone now. You know, it's a really different time, and it's really powerful. You know, I don't get TikTok. I haven't made a TikTok, but I love watching it and seeing, like, I feel like it's the space where I just see creativity and like, what's the word I say? Cleverness. I feel like, and it's super lo-fi. You know, it's not like the best lighting or camera angles, but it's like these things go viral because people are being clever. And really short little tiny bits of storytelling, and it connects with people and it resonates with people, and it doesn't matter the generation, the size, the color, the gender. Like, it's this story, it's way beyond what we're seeing on being streamed, but it's there and it's accessible in a way that is just really magnificent and super inspiring. So that's what I would just say, is to make sure we're putting that out there. I don't know if that answers your question.
Thank you so much.
I was really inspired last night by a group of maybe about a half dozen or 8 young women who were at our party last night, who were part of the Warner Brothers Writers Lab, Latinas. And I was sharing with them that I'm so excited to meet you, because the reality is you're our future.
Yes.
You are the future authors of our stories, and this didn't exist when I was coming up 30 years ago. And so I'm so heartened by what you're gonna do for us. And by us, I mean our communities, because our stories are as valid as anyone else's. And the fact that there's an army of young people, Latinos, Latinas, and other cultures that have been so little represented to date, out there doing their thing, using these different technologies and devices and social elements, it's thrilling, and it's about damn time.
Thank you so
One more
much.
thing. One more
She
thing.
has just one really quick
Okay,
question.
but just
So,
imbue
and
it
then
with
we're wrap.
responsibility. Yeah. Take yourself seriously. Be responsible about it. Know that you have a community, and know that when you step on set, when you create something, there's a magnifying glass on you, whether you like it or not. And you have to share that with the community to lift up the community.
And also, specificity is authenticity.
Thank
right?
you.
Tell your story, your specific cultural tale, it'll resonate.
Absolutely.
My question is for you, Robert. As Latinos, do you feel that